What's good, everybody? Welcome to Bleav in Clippers. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Make sure you guys continue to subscribe, like, and share Bleav in Clippers podcast, the number one Clipper podcast out there for you guys that we got on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And last but not least, go LA Clippers. And I got my beautiful host right now, Mrs. Mint J. She
What's
decided to
up?
dial her up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Mrs. J, why are you dressed like that? Please tell the audience.
Well, I had another podcast I did earlier today, so I had to be, really cute for the camera. So thank you for saying I look nice. Thank you, B.
Very nice, very nice. I must say,
Got me smiling.
Miss J, before we get started, I also want to ask you, tell us a little bit about your own podcast. Because like I said, for the people coming in, we got a lot of different new people every single week. So please tell us what the Black Love and Basketball podcast is all about.
Thank you. Thank you. So the Black Love and Basketball podcast is about the LA Clippers, and it's also about the love that I have for love and Black love in the community. And it comes from a female's perspective about the game. So I infuse my love for the Clippers, the love for the sport, and I also try to infuse love in that too. So I try to mingle both of them. So if you want to know about relationships, you can listen to it. If you want to know about basketball, you can listen to it. If you want to know about both and how they go together, that's how I infuse it. So you got the Black love part, and then you have the basketball part. And I used to ball, so I got love for the sport like that.
Oh, she used to hoop. She trying to
The
throw a
hoop,
little. She's throw a little shove in there right there. You know what I'm saying? A little
yeah,
love and
elbow you
basketball.
quick.
I don't want no problems.
No problems.
But anyway, we're gonna get into business, Clipper business. Obviously, you guys see the title. We have a subject where I think a lot of people are gonna have a lot of good, you know what I'm saying, insight about. There was a video made by a current player's parent about a certain team, which is the Clippers, that he would like for his sons, multiple sons, to join. But obviously, the one person we're talking about is LaMelo Ball. But we're gonna give y'all a little bit like a minute clip and let y'all hear what Mr. Lavar Ball had to say, father of LaMelo Ball, about the Clippers and what he thought about his sons coming here. So you guys
I want them all to play for the Clippers.
Wait, what?
I want them all to play for the Clippers.
Okay, I haven't heard this before.
Yeah. I want them all to play for the Clippers.
You want them in LA?
Yeah, because here's the thing. I don't want to go back to the Lakers on the fact that how you did Lonzo. So why not bring the other two? Let's go from, Steve Ballmer. That's my guy. I like him. I like his style. Yes. That's why I tell him. My last name Ball, his last name Ballmer. We supposed to ball more. We're supposed to ball more. He got the best thing. He got a whole new stadium coming up. And hopefully at that time, hey, let Clippers come on, trade Melo over there to the Clippers. And then say Lonzo ain't good. And then let Lonzo be like, oh, I'm not going to re-sign with Chicago. Let me sign with the Clippers.
Well, right, because this year Melo signed a contract extension with the Hornets. Yes. So, well, I mean, but then again, things change.
Trade him. They might be like,
they might trade him.
They might trade him and get everybody you can for him. And then, Ballmer ain't going to be like, I don't want to. He get all three of the ball.
So, Mint, an audience, that was Mr. LaVar Ball speaking upon his sons, not just LaMelo Ball, but Lonzo and looks like LiAngelo Ball. There's three Ball brothers. That is LaVar Ball, LaMelo, LiAngelo, and Lonzo in that order. So, opening thoughts, Mint, what do you hear that as a Clipper ambassador like yourself, diehard? What does that do to your soul and your heart? And what type of joy does that bring you hearing that from Mr. LaVar Ball?
It's kind of like bittersweet because LaMelo is a good player. He's a good guard. But then at the same time, I have to think about who we would have to give up for him. So, I mean, we don't have a lot of players left, the core players left. And if that happened, we would have to see some players that we love leave. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Okay, so let's look at it though. So first off, so you're not comfortable letting go of some of our fan favorites for a good LaMelo Ball. You're not ready to see that.
No, I'm not ready to see that. But that probably won't happen this year though.
Right.
I'm not ready to see that yet. Mm-mm.
So the reason I posed the question only is because Kawhi's 33, James Harden's 35.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to bring up again, but we lost PG. Sorry, man. We lost Russ. Sorry, man.
Mm-hmm.
Two LA faithfuls.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only natural we're gonna have to start looking life after Kawhi and James Harden.
That's
We're gonna
true.
still have to be able to bring in people into the Intuit Dome. We're gonna have to still be able to bring, winning seasons and put them all together. We
Mm-hmm.
especially with the draft picks we all lost for the next number of years. We're gonna have to find a way to be competitive. So this is the one person, the one player that is looked at coming to the Clippers. LaMelo Ball, being from LA, being a guy who can put people in the seats. He's a young star, 23 years old on a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
So a business move, it could be very, very, fruitful.
It could.
Be very
Mm-hmm.
fruitful.
Business wise.
And it's just a matter of how much, we have to give up to get him. Um, Fair enough. So what do you know about LaMelo Ball and his playing style?
I didn't know a lot about him. I was more focused on Lonzo, the oldest brother. Didn't really pay any attention to the younger two brothers. I knew he played for Charlotte, but I didn't know to the extent of his career, like what he was doing. Um, but yeah, but I had to look at him once. Pops
Mm,
wanted him to come to the team. I was like, well, why is he adamant about that? Let me go look to see what he's been doing. So he's been doing pretty good. His averages are nice.
yeah, yeah. So obviously Lonzo, if we start with him, he's been, injured for the last year because of the knee injury
Hmm.
he sustained. But when he's with the Chicago Bulls, quiet is kept. He had the number one seed team in the East with DeMar DeRozan, with Zach LaVine, with Nikola
Hmm.
Vucevic. They had a pretty solid team in the Eastern Conference when Lonzo was healthy, and Lonzo really improved his game, being drafted by the Lakers in 2017, and
Hmm.
not being known as a shooter, more so just a primary point guard. He's pretty much became a pretty all around great player, offensively and defensively. So the only thing is, I'm not even looking at the reserves and the role players. I'm looking more like at if you bring Lonzo in or if you bring LaMelo in, that means James Harden will have to be pretty much on his way out the door. So, like you said, I don't see this move happening this year, but if you had a choice to pick between the two, who would you pick between Lonzo and LaMelo? If you had no James Harden,
LaMelo.
why?
Well, he's younger, and I don't think he's gotten injured. Has he?
He got little
I don't.
nicks and knacks, yeah, but not
Yeah,
like not like
I would
LaMelo.
pick LaMelo because he's a guard. His numbers are similar to Harden, just a little bit off, maybe a couple of points, a couple of assists. But Harden's 33, and he's 23. His
Oh,
numbers look like that. So
yeah,
how old
yeah,
is Jim?
it's
33, 35.
35,
Yeah,
35.
yeah.
So that's a 12-year senior. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously,
Yeah.
Lonzo and LaMelo, they're kind of different as far as LaMelo comes off more as a scoring guard, Lonzo's a pass first guard.
Mm-hmm.
So, and LaMelo kind of, I think he's a little bit more box office than Lonzo because Into a Dome is going to be probably the best arena. You've been there, you rave about
Mm-hmm.
it all the time. It's going to be probably the best
Beautiful.
arena around the league. So,
Mm-hmm.
got to put butts in those seats. And LaMelo surefires his box office. How do you think Steve Ballmer feels about what Lavar said?
You think he heard it? I don't know if he's heard it. I don't know. I don't know if he's even heard it first. And how do they even know each other? How are they even cool? Because he's talking like dad is talking like they hang out, they cool, like that. He said, like, that's my guy. So I don't know how cool they are, but I think the way Steve Ballmer is like, he's like, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. I don't think
You
Steve even
hear
knows.
you hear how loud that dude is, LeVar Ball is.
Yeah, but
No,
he's probably just trying to get some attention for somebody to be like, "Hey, Steve, did you hear what LeVar Ball is saying? He's saying y'all cool. He wants y'all his sons to come play for y'all. How you think about that? What you think about that?" So I don't know. You think he'll respond to it?
I don't think he'll publicly respond. Like
No.
I think Steve, at the games, Steve Ballmer, for people who don't know, he kind of seems different from at the games behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I don't think he is as animated as he is as behind closed
Yeah.
doors. He kind of gets at the game. He's doing all this, but I
Mhm.
think he's a little bit more chilled and
Yeah.
relaxed. But yeah, I don't think he really will respond to that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it would be more of a frank question during an interview, maybe during media day or something. They may have asked, "Hey, so what do you think about this Lamelo or Lavar Ball's statement?" That they probably bring it up then, and
Yeah,
then he'll
yeah.
say,
I think the Clippers, though, they have been known as to do a lot of crazy moves and bring certain guys you wouldn't think what they would bring in, and Kai Jones was a person they didn't think they would bring in. Kevin Porter
"Yeah,
Jr. they brought in. You
mm-hmm.
know, they seem to bring people in that are unexpected.
Yeah,
That's how they tend to, I guess give people second chances
yeah,
and
yeah,
new
yeah, yeah."
opportunities and stuff. So, I mean, you never know. You never
Something I
know.
love about the team is we do give people second chances, and people who are talked about and aren't given that respect come over, and then they get that love. Brody, for example,
Hmm.
he got so much love and got so much respect from us that people couldn't help but to change their opinion about him and give him like, yeah, the Lakers did him bad. Lakers are just,
you trying to be nice today, man.
yeah,
Nah,
I
dude.
am. I'll be on my best behavior.
Hey, you gave James Harden a chance.
Yeah.
You got James Harden. He came in, all that baggage, and he forced his way out of Philadelphia. He forced his way out of Brooklyn. He forced his way out of Houston.
Hmm.
Nobody wants him. I was shocked we got James Harden. I was
Yeah.
looking at it like he's no way he's coming here. He
Yeah.
not only comes here, they give him the starting position. So if you want a fresh start, you guys know where to come.
Come over here because we'll love you.
We'll love you
Yeah,
through
the
the worst
environment is great.
hands.
Hmm.
Yes.
The environment, the fan. I think the fans is the best. Are the best. When we get new players, I think the fans is what makes these players feel so comfortable versus these other teams where they mean. Like I don't think PG is gonna get no type of love if he does not work it out over there. I don't think they're gonna do him right over there. I think they're gonna just be so mean and unforgiving. And I'm just saying, if he doesn't, stick to his word and keep up his bargain, they're not gonna they ain't gonna give him no pass. I don't think.
Nah, Philly fans is ruthless.
Yeah.
These are the same fans that cheered when Santa Claus broke his leg.
What?
I'm a Eagle fan. If you guys, for the audience that don't know, you don't know, man. I'm an Eagle fan.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagle fans cheered when Santa Claus broke his leg. I don't think
Wow.
they knew it was broken until it was announced. But aside from that, Philly fans are ruthless. They will
Was it a real
say, I don't know if it was a real. He was
Santa?
dressed up for Christmas. It was for Christmas, like a Christmas game.
Oh, okay, okay. As a game. Okay.
Yeah,
And at the game, he broke his leg.
and they cheered. No lie. You can look this up yourself. Anybody who don't believe me can look it up for yourself. Philadelphia Eagle fans cheer Santa Claus broke his leg.
So probably if a player gets hurt on the opposing team, they'll probably cheer for that too. Oh
They are
my God.
ruthless, man. They are ruthless. But the one thing about Philly fans that I can say,
Uh-huh.
if they are on your team and you give them nothing but if they go all out, the players, they would
Mm-hmm.
cheer you. They would cheer you
Yeah.
like no other.
Yeah. And he needs that. He needs to be cheered
Mm-hmm.
like that in order to do well. So I hope he
Yep.
gets it. I hope.
you trying to
I
you
told
trying to
myself
make
I was gonna
yourself
be
sad
honest.
again?
Yeah. I know I said if I don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it. And I was saying I hope he does well, but that's not true. And I know I shouldn't be saying that. But I want him to do well with us.
I feel that.
And you
Well,
do too.
oh yeah,
I
I
know.
wanted I wanted to win a championship with PG,
Yeah.
but I also want him as the person after basketball and all that to be well. So if he can get a big deal, 212, and have that generational wealth and take care of his family like that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
All
all
for it,
for it.
huh?
All for it. Yes, sir.
That's right.
But back to this LaMelo and Lonzo and all this. I'm gonna say this. I think the only way first that this can even be an option is if James Harden moves out the way,
Mm-hmm.
which meaning they're not gonna it's not gonna happen this season. I think you're talking about 1 or 2 years after, this year that this could be a
Mm-hmm.
possibility. But James looks like he is at his last legs because he's registered so many minutes and so much
Yeah.
time on the court for 15 seasons. People don't know this guy was putting in like 75 to 80 games a year, multiple minutes, and being responsible for the offensive, load in Houston and Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
and now with the Clippers, even in Philadelphia. So it's a lot of basketball this man has played deep into the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs. So he's an old 35. He's not a young 35. So he's almost out the door. So you got
This
to
is,
look at who you're going to bring in to replace him. And I think LaMelo Ball will be the perfect replacement for him. And I like how LaMelo Ball sees the floor. I like how he shoots the basketball. I like his length. He's 6'7". And he's a pretty good defender, quiet as kept. So,
I can
I
see that.
think it can happen. I think it can happen.
Yeah. I can definitely a couple of years from now, yeah, I can see that. I think
Yeah.
my son is gonna come to those Clippers.
No, it's all good. We
Go ahead.
we at the Bleav in Clippers also want to let y'all know this. When it comes to players and when it comes to the attachments, I know a lot of people have to these players. Understand my personal point of view. I'm all about constantly getting the team better and better every year. And there's gonna be certain players that, have been gone, that's left, that I've truly gotten a chance to, really love and support.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna come a time where Kawhi and James Harden gonna be off this team,
Yeah.
and we're going to look at life after them, just
Right.
like life after such and such, such and such, such. It just happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Kawhi would look at a player like LaMelo Ball? How you think he would play with him? How you think he would attach to him?
Can you pause 1 second? Why and
How Kawhi
Halamelo?
and Kawhi and LaMelo Ball? What type of connection you think that would be if that was to happen?
Mm, good question.
Because do you think Kawhi can play with anybody? First, that's the first question.
Is he compatible with anybody?
Can he work with anybody?
I think he can. He's been on several teams and done some things on those teams, so I think so. I don't think it's hard to get along with him on the floor. I think he's an overall, he can play with anybody. He makes anybody better. But how would he play with LaMelo? I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Orlando.
Mm, I do not know. I can't even think about it because I'm not sure of LaMelo or Lonzo's playing style, and how that would accommodate to Kawhi's playing style. But based off of both of their styles, I do think they'll be able to play together. But how would they blend together?
Uh,
I'm not sure.
I think Lonzo is kind of crazy. I think Lonzo being pass first would be somebody that would defer to Kawhi a lot easier
Mm,
than a guy like LaMelo, who's a little more aggressive scoring the basketball. Where be games where LaMelo wants to take over and lead
I
the
see.
team in
Yeah,
scoring. And Lonzo be like, "Hey man, you do your thing. I'm gonna give the ball to you. Where you want the ball at?
yeah,
You want it on your right hand, the
yeah.
right post. Call for it. Like I'm gonna get you the ball. This is your team."
Right,
Lamelo's gonna be like, "Yeah, it's your team, but I'm coming.
right.
I'm
I
almost.
got you. Yeah.
I'm about to be the man on this team." So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I think that we have some of that with the Clippers. And let's just play devil's advocate. Who would you think we have to get rid of if that's is to happen? get a player like LaMelo.
Everybody who's left besides Kawhi and James. So Norman, Terrence, Bones, PJ should be first.
I think we can all agree to that.
Yeah. Um, Amir.
Man,
We ain't got no more swaps, no picks. We have nothing else for a while. So it would just be players that we have now.
man. I don't
But
know. Go ahead.
if see, I'm thinking in a couple of years, if James leaves, Kawhi leaves, and then we have Terrence and Amir, why would we give them up if James Harden and Kawhi is going to be gone? Then it'll be LaMelo and Lonzo's team, basically.
So you're saying we should hold the fort down and sign them and think about their as the future.
Yeah, because then when we give up everybody, we have a whole new team. I don't think that would be good for the fans, especially with the new dome and everything. Like, I
Right.
don't think that would be a good look for the fan. I mean, to us.
Because we just signed Zubac
Mm-hmm.
for I think how long, how
3 years.
was it, 3 or 4 years?
3 years.
3 years. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
he's a part of our future. He locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say T Man should be next. Um, Norm's contract ends this year as well,
Yeah, it does.
so that's another. So I mean, I don't
A
want to
lot.
think about it, but
Yeah,
it
it's a lot of different variables. It's a lot.
I mean, you never know. T Man can look at it like, yo, I'm a bet on myself.
Yeah,
I play good defense on Luca, and somebody can offer me a huge deal. Like all these players are moving and getting that bag or getting that money. So,
yeah.
what's stopping Terrence Mann from doing that? What's stopping
I
Norman Powell from
know.
doing that? So,
I know. I just think they're loyal, but then at the same time they need to get paid. I mean, their value is their value, and if somebody else sees that they're worth more, then they're
hmm
gonna go.
ain't gonna go.
Doesn't matter. It ain't gonna matter what we think. At the end of the day, Terrence Mann got his mom, his brother. He'll go.
Yeah, he'll dip. He'll dip for sure. And this will be his big first contract. So
Yep.
the nature of the beast in professional sports is, something else, ain't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe we should stop getting so close to these players, huh?
Yeah, I
Maybe
kind
our
of,
fault.
I kind of took that lesson after whatchamacallit.
PG.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
I took that lesson.
me
But
too.
it's just because PG was like he was here for the whole duration for like 4 or 5 years of
Yeah.
213. So it's a little
But
different.
Terrence was here first. Terrence came before him.
Yeah, but nobody knew of him.
No.
Unfortunately, nobody, and that's why I hate with him. Like that's why I think he would leave. It's like this dude's had to change his role. He had to wait his turn. He's had to ride the bench, and like you said, he's been before all these guys, and just now getting playing time.
Yeah.
So
But that's part of the game, though. You gotta wait. You gotta wait till somebody gets hurt, unfortunately, or somebody gets traded or something like that before you can play. You get the minutes. He knows that, and he was ready.
mm,
And but yeah, he'll probably bounce.
yeah, all these things we talking about on the podcast, not all good, but definitely needs to be discussed. Steve Ballmer, Lawrence
It
Frank, do your
definitely
job. Do your job. Do the right
make
thing.
everybody happy. Keep them.
Pay them their money that they earned.
Yeah. Do you think he would get that same amount over here? 203 million? Let me see what it is for like each year is I
You talking
think,
about LaMelo?
yeah. Like
Nah.
24-25 is 35, 25-26 is 37.95. And 26-27 is 40 million.
We have to share some of them contracts. Norman Powell, I think he making like 17. Terrence Mann making, I think, 11 mil. You got Bones making 4 mil.
Nothing.
Nico making somewhere around, I think, 11, 12 mil, something like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
And then PJ making 12 mil. So
It's only the top three: Kawhi, James, and Zubac that's making the big percent.
how much Norman making?
I think he's in fourth. Hold on, I had it. I have it. Everybody's salary,
I think Norman making 17 mil.
and then Zubac is making 52. Oh my God! Come on, computer. Hold on.
So Norman making 19, then Zoo's in second place.
Mm. Well,
So
Zu's in fourth place. So Kawhi is 149, 149 million guaranteed. James 33 million guaranteed. Norman 39 million, and Zubac 11. But I thought he just signed a 3 year. They haven't put his
yeah, they probably put his new deal in.
yeah. PJ Tucker is getting 11. Terrence 11. Nico 4.6.
Damn, that's it.
Yep. Yeah. Ain't paying nobody nothing. Derek Jones is getting 30 million. He got a 3 year.
Yeah, you getting 10 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of contracts to be, had about. I think there's another big move coming, um, down the line. So we'll see what happens, but I do think LaMelo in LA would be kind of exciting. He's from LA, he played at Chino Hills High School.
Yeah.
Him and Lonzo both played there. His brother LiAngelo, and they were very successful. Won a state championship, and I think they went undefeated. So this is what LeVar Ball does. He always talks about his sons playing together and being on one team and the ball boys, and
Yeah.
that's what he do. He's promoting as a father, I guess.
Yeah. So if we could choose one out of the three, which one?
LaMelo, easy,
Yeah.
easy,
Yeah.
easy, and it just only because for the same reason I just mentioned, just what he brings on
Mm-hmm.
and off the court with box office and his playing style. He's a scoring guard. He's more exciting to watch. Not
Mm-hmm.
saying Lonzo is not somebody that can be very, very, contribute to the team. But
Mm-hmm.
I think LaMelo's ceiling is higher based off what you said with his age, and also his swagger and his confidence. I think he has a
Mm-hmm.
better swagger than Lonzo.
He'll fit better with us, and you think he'll fit better with Kawhi too?
Yeah, yeah. I think Kawhi would, and this sounds crazy, but I think some nights during the season, I think Kawhi would just say, "Here's the ball, bro. Go ahead, do your thing, young
Yeah.
fella."
Take some of that weight off of him. A lot of that weight off of him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see Lonzo.
Interesting to see. I'm
It's
interested now. I need to go back and go look at LaMelo's playing style and Lonzo playing style and see, if that kind of matches with our playing style. May work.
great players, great players.
Mm-hmm.
But before we go ahead and end it, man, season about to start in about less than a month. Training camp, training
Training
camp,
camp, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, media
Mhm.
day, and
Yeah. Media
how
day.
does
Yeah,
it feel?
next
We
week.
are about to start the new season. How
I
does it feel? Like
know.
it feels
It's
like it's just
crazy.
yesterday. I feel like yesterday the season just ended. Like
I am so excited about the season starting. I'm just so excited to see what's gonna happen. Like the new fans, the arena, the height. Like I'm just ready to see it.
is there like a ritual you tend to do when the season starts, or what's something that you like to do like right at the first week of the season?
I don't have any rituals. I just get just super pumped up each week. I'm just talking more shit, talking more
Talking
shit.
bush, talking bush.
That's it. Yeah, getting these Laker fans riled up.
what we go against the Lakers this year? What you think the record gonna be?
4-0.
4-0. We gonna
We ain't
sweep them.
letting the Lakers win ever again.
We sweeping them.
Sweeping them. We gonna do them just like Denver did them. Swept them.
2 times. Yeah, you hear that, Laker fans? 2 times.
Yeah, we're gonna sweep y'all at the crypto and we're gonna sweep y'all at the Intuit Dome. You guys will not win in our house. I cannot believe he said, you hear that? In our house. This is
I
our
feel
house.
like there's a lot of Laker fans gonna try to sneak in our building.
You know they are. You know they are. They're gonna have on one shirt and another shirt and another shirt, and they're gonna get in the wall and they're gonna say, I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah,
Watch.
you're gonna escort you quietly out of the building, sir,
Yeah.
ma'am.
You
Like,
think that's gonna happen?
yeah, I
You think
hope
they're gonna
so.
escort people out?
I'll be the first one to do it.
Fact.
I get annoyed with. I like, okay, fans. If you're a different team, that's fine. But
Yeah.
they certain people purposely come to the game just to cheer against the Clippers, and their team won't even be there. That
Right.
is hate.
Yeah.
That is hate, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hate.
Because I ain't going to no Laker game just to hate on y'all. Like it's not even that serious.
It's not
But
like,
you know that's the only time they can come to a game is our games because they were cheap. So
well, the games is gonna still be affordable because we about the people. We the people's team. We're not the glitz and glamour. Let's take
yep,
everybody's money team. We're the
yep,
people's team where you can enjoy good entertainment and
mhm,
enjoy at a fair price. So
yep,
yeah,
yep. And good looking fans.
yeah. But that concludes Bleav in Clippers. I hope that y'all enjoyed it at the 31-minute mark. We're all going to be up here every single week, me and Mrs. J. I will put her podcast, Black and Love Basketball Podcast, in the description about the duration of this video where you guys can go and find her. Also, find us on YouTube,
Mhm,
Twitter, and
mhm.
Instagram, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, my personal podcast, where you guys enjoy some of the best content in the Clipper space. And man, anything else you want to say to the Clipper fan base before we get out of here?
I just want you guys to stay humble and to stay loyal. That's it.
Stay humble, stay loyal.
Mhm.
And that's a wrap.
That's
LA
all
Clipper fans, we'll be back next time. Peace.
right.